Well, hello everyone. It's a great evening. It's Tuesday evening. It's a pleasure to be here again with you. And if you're watching this for the first time, um, the reason why I'm doing this is because I decided to write a book this year, and it emerged to me telling my personal story in alignment with the book. My motivation for doing this is that you, listening to my story, may be inspired or find something that would help you take the steps to optimize your life. Today, I wish to talk to you about a concept about uh, working. If you look me up on the internet, you probably will find so much stuff that I am involved or have been involved with. Um, I work. My alarm goes off 10 times a day, and every time it goes off, it just reminds me to move on to the next steps, the next project. So sometimes I ask myself, where did I get this work ethic from? And when I dip deep down in my past, I realized that my dad, who raised me in the orphanage, he had a sick work ethic. I mean, the guy worked. He gets up at 4 in the morning every single day. He prayed for an hour. We didn't see him until he came back late evening every single day. He built churches and schools and parts of Haiti that is not even on the map. I remember going to mission trips with him in the back of the truck. We'd go in the directions of nowhere sometimes. I mean, I'm talking about not having any roads. We had to make our own paths sometimes. Get out of the trucks with machetes and hoes and make paths for the car to pass so we can go up in the mountains to build churches and give food to people and build schools, and that's what he did. And he went on to build a hospital in the desert. I mean, I saw it with my own two eyes. Desert, a city, a village out and from where we were. I mean, there's nothing. If somebody's sick or somebody needs to give birth to a kid, there are stories where sometimes they die because they can't even reach a hospital in time. And if they were to reach a hospital or the main market, the main road that leads to the hospital, it would be something like 8, 12 hours. And my dad, he built a hospital in that land. I mean, I'm talking about sometimes we have to bring our own water to mix the concrete so we can build the hospital. There's nothing there. And that hospital stood today. My dad ran 4 churches, 5 schools, 1 orphanage where I was raised, and he still had his ministry that he ran. So we're talking about massive operation. The guy worked every single day. And guess what? When I was 12 years old, I taught myself to speak English. And because of that, I think he saw something in me, and he appointed me to be his first assistant. Yes, you guessed that. At 12, I was the assistant of a CEO. And now that I was thinking about it, what is it that got me to always tend to do a little more, to always push a little harder? I guess it's from him. It's his work culture that taught me to work, work, work. But then when I came to America, I did not see a whole lot of hardworking people at first. But then I got a job in sales. I started seeing a glimpse of those big stories, the glorious lives that I knew of America. And after sales, I went into business. I started my own digital marketing business. And there goes one of my customers that changed my life forever. One of my customers tasked me to develop a custom CRM system. I went into work, young, ambitious, fearless. I went at it. I recruited myself and a colleague of mine in college. We were good. I was supposed to do the business part and the architecture of the system, and then he would implement, meaning writing the codes, and I would do debugging and whatnot. Working on a system with such scope, you can, I don't know if you can guess the magnitude of the work. I mean, it's just immense from scratch. We put in 8-10 hours a day. And my customer came to me one day and said, hey, look, the delivery date of the system needs to move a little closer to the present time. In other words, he wants it earlier than we agreed on. Well, I didn't know what to say, except that it's not fair that we're putting 8-10 hours into it, and then he wants us to work a little even more. I didn't like that, so I say, hey, look, sir, I understand you need it a little sooner, but we're working hard here, and we hardly sleep. And after making my case, he turned around and looked at me and said, look, young man, you go and sleep one less hour, and collectively over a week, you would have found enough time, extra time, to put into the system and get it done on time. And trust me, when you are done, when you walk in here, you will feel so good. The respect you will get, and the relationship you will build with yourself, knowing that if something needs done, you will do it, making no excuses. You will have accomplished great in your life. From that point onward, I got to meet and realize that the heroes, the warriors that built this country are real. They're there. They're the ones who gets up in the morning at 4 a.m. and gets in the gym. Tom Brady, before everyone. And if anybody else wants to go against them and show them that they're better, that they want it harder, that they want to achieve more, or just simply compete with them, they're the people that when you hear in America the land of the braves, those are the people that I got to meet in this atmosphere. Those people, they're just plain insane. Tom Brady gets in the gym consistently before everyone. His colleague once wanted to end his momentum, his accolades and respect. He said, well, yeah, I'm going to get in the gym before him. For 3 days, he couldn't do it. The last day, he said, I'm going to get in the gym at 4 in the morning. And there's no way this guy would be in the gym working. Sure enough, he got in the gym, and Tom Brady was already walking out of the gym. Kobe Bryant. Kobe got in the league and persuaded everyone that it's better to start earlier. It's better to start earlier in the training and sessions, because if we start earlier, he said, we can squeeze in more training sessions. And he said, if we do that consistently over years and years, it doesn't matter what the competition is doing in the summer or during the playoffs. We will always crush them, Kobe added. And then I read a story about Gary Vaynerchuk. I mean, this guy is the modern, what they call him, the modern prophet or something like that. I mean, he's on the internet. Like, this guy's everywhere. Like, he literally just, like, he films his life on the internet. Gary is super successful. He's just amazing. I mean, I can't even describe the guy like how he works. He said that his daddy, when he was little, would leave the house early in the morning before he could wake up, and his daddy would come back to the house and sleep in the same house But that's after he went to bed. So literally for 17 years, he's never seen his dad. His dad worked his face off, and that's what Gary Vaynerchuk said. The guy works, he works, he works. So what's the biggest lies you've been told in your life? What's the biggest lies you've kind of observed around about this country, this place that you live in? For me, the biggest lies that I think I've conceived of having been in America is that the people that are rich, they just sit around and drink beer and smoke cigars and wine, and they laugh, wah wah ha, and and they go to bed and they do it again. But I'm glad that I was able to take a step of faith and get into sales and start my own business and get out there, meet people, and make acquaintance with the real American warriors that sustains the whole system. Those people work, they work, they work. So you see, you must work. You must work. You must work. And the reason why you do this is because the people around you want to be able to trust you. They want to know that you will win in everything you do. And remember, your dreams, your vision, your goals, everything you've ever desired, they will not work if you don't work. I think that's all I have for you guys tonight. It was great speaking with you again. And remember, you can optimize your life. You really can. Thank you.